Well, I'm here. I am close to where we quit last time clipping. I thought I would get it all clipped first day, but I didn't. What you're looking at is my setup. Tarps up, bug netting, hammock, under quilt. I'm using a little bitty fleece blanket for my quilt, top quilt. Should be all I need tonight. There is the river right next door. I'm gonna hear that roar all night. It's gonna sound good. Right now I'm on my way to get little sticks to cook some supper. Talk to you in a bit. Alrighty. Got my other little stove going this time. Decided to bring it. Just lit it just a few seconds ago. Stuffed it full with sticks. Got it going. Dinner I got tonight is just a freeze-dried chili. All it takes is water, so I'm doing that tonight. It's the easier of the two. So we'll see how it goes. Looks like we're going to have boiled water here in a little bit. Smoking a little bit, but that's alright. It's heating. I can feel it on my knee. I love these little stoves like this. Burn, baby, burn. I'm going to stop and break up some little sticks for it here in a minute in case it needs them. I don't know. Looking pretty good to me. I don't know how long it took, but I'd call that a boil. Now I got to pour this stuff up and let it sit. Awesome. Got a pretty good view of the North Carolina wall. The sun, watch the shadow creep up, it's done, so it's set. Darkness is about to fall. There's that river. Just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing. It's the first morning. Hammock slept all right. Almost got to the point I was a little cool. So it feels pretty good out here. Not cold by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe upper 50s. Maybe. If that cold. But we got a little fog going on and a little bit of drizzle. I've got some clipping to do both ways on the trail, so what I was going to do is clip to the south to where I stopped and then turn and clip to the north. I camped just north of the root steps. And I'll have you a picture of that here in a little bit. But I figured go clip a little bit, come back, eat breakfast. Nothing bothered me last night, so if it does start raining, I've got a shelter set up I can run to. But I think it's going to clear off. That's the way it's looking. Anyway, it's a beautiful day in the Linville Gorge. Just beautiful. Okay, here's the base of the root steps. Big tree that was cut during the Linville Gorge project. And then the root steps go up the hill. That's what I call it anyway. It's a little bitty section. It's very steep, slippery when it's wet. But that's the root steps. I got a clear tree behind me and I think there's one at the top. Alright, this is about the water source for the last campsite. Heading south before the trail moves away from the river significantly. You're probably going to be a couple hundred yards uphill from the river and away from the river. So it's not like it's a river trail anymore. Nice tree across the trail. Whew. The bigger one there waiting to fall. Yep, it's gonna be ugly one day, and it's gonna fall in a bad way. I'll go back and show you the campsite, which is very distinctive because it now has a tire in it. That there is a tire on a rim. Came down probably in the most recent flood. And over there looks like a 4x4 somewhere. Okay, that should be it right there about the center. No sign of the other bridge piece, which the Forest Service is looking for. I actually saw them yesterday carrying trash up Conley Cove. I don't see it. I don't see the tread work anywhere. There's some stuff down yonder, but I don't think that's it. This is really the last campsite though. Be hard to do. Very easy to recognize the last campsite now when you get to it, because somebody has rescued a tire and it's there by the fire ring. It's got water in it, so I bet you the mosquitoes absolutely love it around here. So, but that's the way it is. Goats. Actually, the goats probably didn't bring in the tire, but it got here somehow. I might walk downstream and look at that trash pile, see if the other bridge piece is there. The road ahead. Off toward the river. Chimneys. The road behind. I ain't seen Ken Crump anywhere, but it looks like he's been here. There's a fallen locust. How do I know it's locust? Well, I cut it. Once there, and the little sprigs sticking up at the far end are locust. That's how I know. This one's perfectly set up. Crosscut team can come in and whack off about another 6 feet. Easy. But while we're waiting for that, that's what you got to go between with a backpack. And you can walk it. Easy, easy, easy. Right after that, there's a pretty good thicket of poison ivy, and I whacked it down to the ground as best I could. So be careful and take care. Nice little waterfall at that locust crossing. I'm standing just before the trunk, where the trunk would have been when you had to climb over it. No more. Might get in it before I go up. I don't know if I'm camping tonight. I'm pretty well beat. I might just have enough energy to get to the truck. Okay, I'm at a swimming hole. I felt like after clipping the poison ivy, I'd wash the shears. So I got them wet. This is where that rock sticks down into the river. The trail actually crosses it. I got watching that rapids over there. About went to sleep while I was drip drying. It's pretty late in the day. The sun's back in the trees now, or just starting to get into the trees to my west. So I think I'm just going to go up Conley and be lazy and get supper somewhere else tonight instead of having to fix it myself. It's been a good trip. The Forest Service is looking for their other stringer, as they call it, the other bridge part. They actually are thinking about putting it back in place if they can find the other piece. They found the first piece, and of course I ruined it and told them somebody else had already done that. And we had a waypoint for it, and they said, well, we need to find the other piece. Maybe the Forest Service will help with some reward. So we'll see. It's been a great day, a great overnight. I dread going up Conley, but I think I dread cooking worse. Oh me. I think I'll be alright. Got to put my shoes and socks back on. And then I'll be ready. I heard somebody did trail work on it, so it ought to be in good shape. Anyway, signing out from along the river, south of Conley Cove, Linville Gorge, USA.